so I've decided that probably it would be nice if I could just teach a thing or two, and just to kick start you magicians running. Alright, so let's now cover how Lazy Man is done. It can be done with an absolutely new deck, so just shuffle the deck well. And what you need for this effect is a chainsaw and a huge table and a live audience to saw in half. No, you don't need that. The thing is, let them freely choose a card. So let's say they choose this card, the Two of Hearts. What you need to do next is ask them to put the Two of Hearts onto the deck. And all I need you to do is to control the Two of Hearts to the bottom of the deck. So an easy way you can do it is just to ask them to put the Two of Hearts on to the top of the deck and then shuffle the card down. So pulling down the first card into my hand, there's the Two of Hearts, I begin to shuffle the rest on top. Alright, and I can just continue shuffling, it doesn't matter, so long as my Two Hearts is at the bottom of the deck. When I'm done, I cut the deck into 3 piles, so one here, and my Two Heart still remains here. Then, starting from left to right or right to left, up to you, you ask them to show a poker face if they see their card. Because you as a magician, your job is to try to find the card. So you hold the deck, the pile in this way, where 4 of your fingers are on one side and your thumb is on the other. Like this. And you want especially for the last segment of your fingers to be able to wrap around the bottom card. So it's something like that. And my 4 fingers are wrapping around the bottom card. So you show the first card. We all know that their card is in the center pile. Show the first pile and you say, nope, this cannot be your card. And this is what I do. With my 3rd finger, I actually slide off this card. So it is basically just pulling it off this way. And I put it down here. I lay this deck down. And then I pick up the next deck. And I know that this is their card. But because they have already been told to show a poker face, few of them will actually show a poker face. I mean, few of them will actually make any noise. So you just turn around, same thing, with your fingers wrapped around the card, and you say, I don't think this is your card. And what you have to do now is to pull the card back from the bottom of the deck. So something like that, from top view. With my fingers, I pull the card back. And my thumb actually prevents the card from coming out from the left. So I'm just pulling it this way. Alright, show it again. In this way, from the back you can actually see that the card comes out. And I do the same thing, I put my 3rd finger here, but this time I pull out the 2nd card. So from the top view it looks something like that. I'm actually pulling out the 2nd card. And I lay it down on the table. Then I put this deck down on the table and their card is still here. Picking up the 3rd pile, I do the same thing. No, your card has to be, I usually say it's something of the opposite color as this. So now I believe your card's a red card. And I do the same thing, but I just pull off this top card. So just pull it off. Alright, this is the top card I pull off. And when I'm done, I say, well, I'm having a little difficulty trying to find your card. So what I need you to do is this. I need you to name a number from, let's say, 1 to 20 or 1 to 10. It's really up to them, so long as there are that number of cards in here. So they cannot mention anything more than 50. I mean, I think 48 or so. So just keep it small, because if you're going to count for a long time, it's going to drag too long. I usually say 1 to 10. And so they say something like a 6. And this is what you do. Holding the deck once again in the same position with your fingers wrapped around the base. You pull back the card and you start counting off from here. So if let's say they say 5, I pull back this card and I count down 5 cards. 1, see, my card is still here. I pull off the 2nd card, 2, 3, and I continue 4, and on the 5th card I pull the actual card out. So 5. And I say this has to be your card. But they're all laughing at you now because they believe that this is their card. And you just move it a little bit. With a magical move, you flip the card around. And they will all rush for this card because they'll say, I thought my card was here. And this is the effect of Lazy Man. Hope you enjoy it.